and welcome back to the Colloquial Kitchen. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about knives, specifically the knife block. Now, I have mentioned in previous videos about starting out with knives and buying a cheap knife. And I said that I bought this at World Market, I think. And I bought this 20 years ago for $20. It is a scissors, 6 knives, and 6 steak knives. This was a bad decision. I will never tell you to go out and buy a knife block to start out with. And the reason is very simple. Most of what's in here, you're not going to use. So let's go through what's in this knife block. Okay, so we have the chef knife. Okay, it's a cheap chef's knife. That's fine. Yep, you're going to use that. I don't know what you'll use this for. It's not a boning knife. It might be, but that's a real boning knife. Nice and thin to be able to curve around. This, I think it's trying to be a butcher knife for cutting large meat. We've got a larger version of that. You're never going to use these. You've got, well, that's too big to be a paring knife and too small to be a butcher knife. I don't think I've ever used this. Paring knife. You're going to use this. So far, we have 2 knives out of 5. The last one is the bread knife with the serrated edge. Okay, I use this. I use this a lot when I'm cutting buns for hamburgers or cutting bagels or stuff like that. So we've got 3 knives out of 6. Kitchen scissors, very useful, but the one that came with this was kind of crap. So I would say get a pair just by itself. And then steak knives. 6 steak knives. Unless you are going to invite over 4 or 5 friends for steak, why do you need 6 steak knives? So that waste of money. $20 got me all these knives, of which I'm going to use 3 out of 12. Take that $20, buy a good chef's knife. You're probably not going to need a boning knife, so don't worry about that. Buy a bread knife if you eat bread that is not pre-sliced. So that's a maybe. Kitchen scissors, I don't use them for kitchen stuff. I use them for everything else, but they're really nice to have. Steak knives I use, but you can get one at the dollar store for a couple of bucks. So honestly, what you need out of that block is this. Chef's knife, steak knife, and if you're really going to be into trimming meat, a boning knife, which this isn't, but it's the closest thing in the block. So, my advice, stay away from the block. Go to the dollar store. If you're just starting out and you need to be saving money, you don't want to spend a lot on your knives, you can get a $10 chef's knife, a $3 scissors, and a $2 boning knife or steak knife. You're good to go.